Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. This is Mech G. This is me. Yeah, that is part of it. Yeah, so today we are going to build Mecha G, a brand new gaming PC that can handle 1440p, all the modern titles, and we wanted to come in under $1,000. And you can actually do this build for around $650. PC Builder Jason has a great video on it and stuff. However, I opted in for a few extras that will leave us scalability in the future. I'm happy to answer any questions about that. But what you see on your screen now is kind of the components that I've ordered for this PC. We're going to be using a 12th gen i3. So we're on the LGA 1700 platform, which the 13th gen that is out is the last of that platform, and I'll explain why I went with that platform for Mecha G. What's up, bud?
Also, this is my first time seeing the insides of the video.
So we're really pumped to do it, and what I'll do is I'll start with the components what we have. So first things first, when you're building out a PC, really what you need is a central nervous system. And for our central nervous system, it's basically a motherboard. Motherboard, I'm using the Gigabyte B760 Aurorus Elite.
You know that Big Burger
It's highlighted
detergent jug
here.
is 85%
Let me switch
water,
over
right?
to
85% water? I thought I was getting a better deal
GoPro
because it's
C.
so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure concentrated cleaning.
Unfortunately, that seems not working right now.
Pass me the intercom thing.
It's a bummer. Was working, now not working. But maybe it will come back.
Pay for clean. If it's
I'm
But
lit up.
basically,
Tide Pods.
this is the motherboard we're starting. Upside down? It's upside down. And part of the reason I went with a little bit more expensive motherboard is to have. I'm sure my GoPro's not working. Fortunate, but we'll let Mecha G play on the screen there. Is to have heat sinks on the chipsets of the motherboard, right? So a little bit more expensive motherboard will give you heat sinks and stuff around the chipsets. It gives you better audio and gives you a little bit more scalability in the future. Now this is DDR5, so it's the newest DDR platform. Like I said, it is LGA 700, so it caps out on the Intel 13th gen. We're going with the 12th gen i3 12100F, and this processor can handle just about what we're going to be throwing at it with our RX 6750 video card. You should be able to handle, like I said, 1440p. So if I can get the GoPro working, let's see. I think it's just kind of frozen at that one place. Let me unplug and replug in. It may be just having one of those days. But I'll at least start by opening up the motherboard while that thing's trying to configure itself. Doing what it's doing. Go back to this PC screen. Very, very, very cool. Very cool. Ooh. I've always appreciated how motherboards nicely packaged. And we get some things for it. Let's see, we have Wi-Fi. So that's another reason I bought this motherboard, is it came with Wi-Fi, so you don't need to buy a separate Wi-Fi USB slot, so that you have the extra USB slot in the future. It also has Bluetooth, so he uses controller, so that we should be able to pair his controller with the Bluetooth right out of the gate. Got some miscellaneous connectors for your video cards, and SATA cable for hard drives, which we're not going to be using, and a bunch of other good jazz. So with that out of the way, I will put the motherboard right on the table. No! Alright. I can't wait to show Mecha G this motherboard. This motherboard is really sweet. So this is your central nervous system. Right here, Mecha. This system is going to decide what kind of inputs and outputs you have, what kind of socket for your CPU you're going to be using, what kind of slots you're going to have for your video card, your hard drive, and all that good jazz are all tied to your motherboard. And there are different sizes to a motherboard. If you check here on the screen, it says this is an ATX size motherboard. Now there's ATX Micro, there's ATX Mini, and all those different sizes are how it's going to fit inside your case. Let's see if I can get that GoPro back up. Yeah, really sorry that it's just randomly not gonna work. Camera connection error. Too much happening on your computer for me to be able to do that. Essentially what it's saying. Let's see how close that. Back here. Reboot. All in doubt, turn it off and turn it back on again. Come on, system. Yeah, look at that. We're up and running. Sorry about that, those technical difficulties. I hope that's coming through on stream. Maybe I can check on my phone real quick just to make sure that this camera isn't lagging out on the screen. Give me 1 second, friends. One second. Let's see what we got here. I think it's Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. All right. So, what you can see here on this GoPro. I'll bring this a little bit closer, I think what we're going to do is we're going to open up this processor soon, but what I want to do is I want to show you some of the components before we do that. And that being said, the processor does come with its own cooler, which is this little base fan. But I know Mecha G, and I know how much he likes RGB, so that's why I went with the id cooling. This guy here. And let me see if I can maybe do GoPro PPC. No, I won't do that. I won't try to mess with that too much. But this fan has some RGB going on. This fan, the biggest fan. Hey, yeah, maybe I can GoPro. Oh, check this out. Webcam, cool. Boom, 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 boom. That's a little tricky. But what I'll do is I'll open up the actual. You have $1, bud? Nice. So, ooh, it gets a little tricky, so bear with me here while I figure out how not to break this thing on the very first run. But bam! That is your processor. And here's the fan it comes with. It's probably just fine for what it is, you know. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, especially for the i3. Now, if you're going to do like the i5 K series or overclock or anything, you're definitely going to want to beef up your cooling. But considering we're just doing an i3 that's locked, no overclocking or anything of that sort, I think just standard fan cooling and this little beefier id cooling. This was $20, as you can see here in the or you can see in the PC part picker screen. It's relatively cheap, very efficient fan. So I'm a big fan. Ooh, we got a guy that's cheating in Roblox, bud. So, first things first, let's talk about socketing the CPU to the motherboard, right? So after you pull up this clip here, you can kind of lift this up, and you're going to grab your processor. You taking a peek at this, bud? Check this out. So this is the brain. The processor is the brain of the computer, and the motherboard is the central nervous system. Now it's going to be really hard to see, but you have to note on a processor. Can you see in this bottom corner down here? Let me see if I can get it to focus. See that little arrow? The little tiny arrow down there? So that arrow shows you on the board, in theory, which way to put the processor. So I'm not seeing the arrow. Oh, I am seeing it. So it's on the top of this. Let me see if I can show you that on the screen. So the top right hand side of that. Let me see if it show up. I'm not sure you can see that. Anyway, there's an arrow. Let me grab a pointy device. We'll use this knife as a pointy device. There's an arrow right here on the top from what you'd see at the top right hand side. And there's also an arrow on the processor. And you want those arrows to be in the same place, because that tells you, hey, that processor is now sitting right where it needs to be. And you put it in, give it a little itty bitty wiggle, and then you can close this down. As you push down, this plastic is going to pop off, so don't be alarmed. Ready? Boom. Plastic piece pops off. And the idea is that if you ever take this processor out, or take the motherboard out and do anything to it, you could put this back over so nothing gets damaged underneath. Right? So hang on to that. I'll stick it over here with my processor box and put it in there and put it in storage, right? So now that that's in there, we're going to take this, we're going to hammer down, flip it in. Boom. Our processor is in place.
You can hammer down, but it doesn't actually
Hammer down. So before I do cooling, I think I'm going to want to actually put this in, or also verify that the cooler will fit. So let's start taking this apart. I've never actually used one. I've always gone water cooling on my own systems, and I have my own build for water cooling coming up. But I have an installation guide. Let me just breeze through this. So basically it's saying there's a back plate that you need to install, and there's a bracket for the back plate. So let's see what we have for parts. Not the best at reading instructions. So, but this thing is cool, right? Pretty sweet. And it's got, I believe, 2 fans or 1 fan? 2 fans? 1 fan. 1 fan. I always thought it was 2, but we've got 1 fan. It's gonna essentially go on right there. So let's see. Warning: remove before installation. Obviously, remove that before installation. All right. What else do we have here in this box? What's in the box? What's in the box? So we have backplate brackets. We are going to see what kind of bracketeering we can do here. That's not gonna stay. There it goes. Okay, we've got some brackets going on. Let's figure out what is what, which one we need to use. I'm gonna lay them out. I'll move this to the side. Now move this. I'm gonna lay them out here so we can really check them out. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. These look like lockpicks. They are not lockpicks. Maybe that much. You want to see what Mecha G is up to? I think I have a scene with Mecha G.
Oh,
there he is. There's Mecha G.
I was up with the
There's Mecha G up there. That's Mecha G playing. Coffee time. Coffee break. As I spill my coffee all over the motherboard. That would not be good. Okay, so for the LGA, the LGA 1700 series doesn't really like to focus that close, but we're going to take this bad boy as a backing plate, and we're going to take these two brackets. So, first things first, let's take this, take some tape off of here. Ooh, can you turn it down just a little bit, bud? Can you turn it down just a little bit? Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. A little loud. A little loud. Are you in a morph? What are you up to in there? Does it show you the animation, the crucifix animation? Yeah. Nice. Nice. Very cool. Oh man, my fingers. Ah, I got it. Cool. Okay, so back plate needs to go on the motherboard. I think that's really all that needs to happen for that back plate to kind of sit in there. What that does is, if you can see, it now, let me get my pointer out. It now gives you screw standoffs for whatever else you need to do. And what it's telling me I need to do to add gray standoffs. Pay attention to the direction of the bracket. Yeah, hopefully I got that right.
Yeah, bye.
So, in theory, this should be a standoff. I'm not sure there's a bad way to do this.
If you guys can see my so I have that.
Oh, there's two different grays. Ooh. Two different types of gray, so let me figure this out here. I'll lay them out here on the mat. So there's ones with the little ridges. There's ones without the ridges. So let's see what the directions say to use. So LGA 1700 standoff, grooved gray color. So I was right with the grooved gray color. Put on the standoff and secure the bracket with the tightening screws. So these four, the grooved ones, will go here. Okay, so let me see if I can get this closer. And then I think these brackets are just gonna pay attention to the brackets. So the brackets groove. I can kind of go like this. So, according to the picture, I'd show you the picture, but I'm not sure that it will come through on stream. But the important part is like, you definitely want to read the instructions. So I'm just gonna kind of get those in place. Forgot to mention, you're definitely gonna want a screwdriver for this, and try not to use a magnetic screwdriver. Magnetic screwdriver would like magnetize the tips of these so that you could fetch a screw, but the problem is there's so much little connectors and little pieces of electronics that you don't want to magnetize. So do not use a magnetized screwdriver. So just to see if that's like roughly what this socket would require, I'm going to pick up this piece here and pretend that it would be going in, and it looks like that is success. So it almost looks like these two screws here, here, and here are essentially going to go on these little nubs here and here once it's in place. And I think that's pretty safe to say that is true, because they are threaded as well. So just to verify, they both go in, the nubs go up. Let me see if I can make a request. Monkey, can you grab me the screwdriver on that table? Oh, sorry, Mama will do it. Mama's not a monkey. Thanks, Mama. Just your standard Phillips screwdrivers, not magnetized. Let's see which one works well. There we go. And I've seen people use automated tools and stuff for this. I'm not sure that that's necessary. So just a Phillips screwdriver is all you really need. And you're not reaming these down so tight that you're going to break the plastic in the motherboard or anything. You're just screwing them in snug. You know, keep in mind there's some plastic and some other things going on. This one's a little flat, so I'm going to try to straighten that out a little bit here, because I don't want it to be sideways. You can really get a little bit of wiggle room and control over the positioning of the bracket. I think is the most important part outside of the thermal paste application, because you know, processor is the brain. So the screwdriver is not as good as it should be. This one is great. Alright, so couple turns past snug. Couple turns, snug. Coming over here. Get it in place. See if I can get it straight. Cool. That'll do. And I mean, I might have to undo this. This is my first LGA 1700 build, and I have not built a computer for almost 10 years. The computer that's running the stream right now is an i5 6600K. We're on 13th gen, so I have a 6th gen, it's 13th gen. I'm building a 12th gen. That's how long it's been since I built a computer. But I think the core concepts are the same, you know? Okay. Now, here's where it gets tricky, right? I know that I want to mount the fan on the cooler. Let me just see if there's a information panel about how to attach that fan to the cooler. I'm not sure that there is. Maybe it's just a little bracket. Number 10 is fan clips. Okay. But I'm not going to do that yet. So basically, you don't want to put the fan on the cooler just yet. You want to get the motherboard in place and get the cooler installed to the motherboard bracket and then put the fan on. Otherwise, this fan will be in your way to screw down these screws. So it's all about doing it in the proper order. Motherboard, right? What's left? Okay, for preparation, we're going to use some RAM. Now this RAM was a super duper good deal. 16 gigabytes of DDR5, 5200 megahertz RAM. Let me see if I can go back to my PCC. So this right here was a banging DDR5 deal, and PC builder Jason shared this link. He does great videos on how to build PCs efficiently, and you know, you don't need a mega super duper best of the best PC. You just need to know what you're putting in your PC. which is why we're building an i3 right now to do some 1440p stuff. So,
Oh my god!
RAM is really straightforward. There's dual channel DDR RAM, full RAM stickers. Let me go back to my GoPro scene.
Oh! Wow!
Hey GTX! Oh, no worries, no worries. Trying to see if we can get swapping between. So every now and then the GoPro just kind of stops working, and it was working really well, and now it is not. So I'm gonna go back to the GoPro scene and see if it works. I'll give it a second to think about what it wants to do. How's it going? GTX saying hello, monkey. Okay. Camera connection error. Okay, so I don't think it likes when I switch scenes with the GoPro, so maybe I'll just leave the GoPro scene on so that we can just do the build straight through the GoPro. And I'm gonna turn it back on. Here we go. Oh, GoPro with Bash. This was the scene. This was working, it's not working. Mecha G. Oh, we can see Mecha G screen. Yeah, I know, it's I think it's just trying to use a lot of USB power with the Elgato capturing Mecha screen and the GoPro just kind of being like, I'm trying to hog as much resources as I can. Let's see. I'll try again. I'm gonna turn it off. Turn it off and turn it on again. Okay. Camera connection error.
It is not gonna use it.
Hopefully this goes well. How are you today? Happy Saturday. Saturday is the day. So we've got the socket in. So we're building an i3 12100F. I have a screen going on here. Try to show you. But basically, we're gonna do 1440p gaming on the LGA 1700 series, which is the 12th gen and 13th gen Intels. You can do a 1440p gaming build for like $600, $650, but we opted in for a little bit of extra, RGB stuff like that. So. Let's see, come on, GoPro. Ooh, make it. Oh. Properties. Ooh, I think I saw something coming through. Yeah, yeah. So the case here, I'll go to let's see. I'll do this display capture for now. I think my computer's trying to get that GoPro to work. USB connected. Nope. Oh, it died out. 1 sec. I'll start over fresh. It is. It's a pretty nice case. I'll talk about the case as I open it up because we're gonna have to get to the case next. It's really sweet. It came with 3 RGB fans and was $54, so it's like a really good deal on a PC case. It says paused. Let's see why it says paused and not webcam. Anyway, this is the build, GTX. If you can see this. Yeah, so it's going to be an i3 12100F, which should be able to handle anything that our RX 67, what did I do? Yeah, an RX 6750 is you know, you can do 1440p probably on a 6600, but we opted to go with the 6750. And the cool part about the, you know, the i3, right, is it will do what we want. But as Mecha G gets a little bit older and wants to do like streaming, WoW gaming, and things like that, we have a lot of headway to go to the 12th gen i5 or even the new 13th gen i5 in like 2 years. The price will come down. So by the time he's ready for that, we can just keep the socket and the card and everything going, put the new i5 in, and all that good jazz. Gaming laptops are sweet. You know, they've come a long way. Some of the new gaming laptops are awesome. The only problem I have with them is my hands get super clammy and hot because when you're playing games, it's obviously cranking out some heat. So if you have like an external mouse and keyboard, it's not so bad. But if your hands are right near it and the fans are just like blowing the heat out the side, it's just kind of sitting there cooking. No idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, sorry. So basically, this build will let you upgrade the processor in like 2 or 3 years without having to upgrade everything else. Yes, sir. Sure can. Yeah.
See this guy, Daddy? He's not doing right. All these other
Ah.
fixing these bars.
When you crucifix me farts. Nice. Mm-hmm. Let me see why I can't get this GoPro to work. Alright, GoPro webcam. Preview. Come on, GoPro. Come on, GoPro. I mean, I could always just point the webcam down on what I'm doing. Then you can see my awesome face. My awesome sauce face. So, I'm gonna kill this again. I shouldn't have switched. I shouldn't have changed the screens. I knew something was gonna happen. I just knew something was gonna happen. Technology. It's always gonna happen. Alright. Fully powering it off. Turn it back on. Get the ball rolling again. Hey! There we go. I didn't even turn it on. It just like appeared.
It's like, hey, so I heard you.
Mm-hmm.
On.
It changed? It's charged. Yeah, it's charged. I think it's just a connection issue. Like too much power to USB. Maybe this basic Amazon cable is not enough to handle it. But we'll see. We'll see what's what.
Why is it called a toy?
A toilet, bud.
So it's a toy?
Mm-hmm. You're funny. Yeah, this is the first time I'm really trying to use it as webcam, and it was working like 10 minutes ago. And then I like changed the scene, and when it went to come back, it was like, "We're not gonna do that." See, USB connected. All right, bring it over here. Bring it over here for the eyes are on it. GoPro connected. See webcam. Ooh, it is like on fire. Will it catch up? Anyway, thanks for hanging out. We've got I'll hold up the process what we have, right? So we've got this sweet Gigabyte motherboard, and we have installed the CPU into the socket and started to add the brackets for the cooling fan. We opted to use like a bigger cooling fan. ID Cooling, you can see here, it's $20. There's one that comes with it, but this one has some RGB on it and things like that. So I'll show you what that looks. Oh my god, my head. Yep. Show you what that looks like. So this will be the fan install, but there's like an order that you have to do it. So you have to put the socket in, you have to put the bracket in, and then you can't install it because you won't be able to install the motherboard into the case, and then the cooler needs to go on before the fan goes on the cooler. So there's like an order to it, and I know plenty of people that have done it out of order, like undo stuff. All right, so I don't know if the GoPro is gonna be our friend. The GoPro is not gonna be our friend. What do you mean why? He's not gonna be our friend today. He's on the struggle bus. One sec. On the struggle bus. So GoPro.
I'm breaking down on accident.
It's all right. We're in no rush. We're just hanging. We're doing fun stuff anyway. What do we got here? Jax is like, what did I come into? Yeah, it's kind of like Legos. Yeah, there's an order to it. And you know, there's a lot of cool resources like this site, PC Part Picker. It's a great place to pick the parts that you think you want, and it will tell you whether or not they're compatible together. The most important thing to know is when you select a motherboard, that really decides what the rest of your computer build is going to be. So your motherboard has the socket, so what processor you can use. Your motherboard has you know, the type of RAM it can use. Your motherboard also has the size. So ATX is like standard, but there's micro ATX, mini ATX, ATX-E, which is like bigger. So that will like determine how big of a case you need. Like you're gonna get a huge video card or just a normal video card, stuff like that. And this website's really good at telling you whether or not the stuff you pick will work well together. So let me see if I can do some fixing. GoPro webcam. Okay. I'm going to restart the GoPro webcam service. That might help us out. Dude, I think... Nope. It looked like it was gonna for a second, and then it died. No big deal. Officially gonna turn that off now. So maybe I can get another... I need like another webcam. Another webcam to show what we're doing. So what I'll do is I will make this webcam bigger, right? Whoa, we're huge now. And then I can let's see if I can do like that, right? Is that okay on your end? Just because I can't get the other one to work. And then
Dad, how did I spawn this?
you can see the motherboard. Cool. Perfect. How did you spawn? Like what, my love? Oh yeah? Man. Oh, you know what I can also do? I can pull up Mecha G. I'll pull up Mecha G screen so it's a little bit more entertaining too. So let's see. I will go here, and then I will go here. Go here, go here, go webcam, and make us huge. Alright, so here's us, there's Mecha G. Let's see, I'll do some rearranging here. Alright. Sweet. Sorry about that. Like I said, I can't figure out what's going on with that GoPro. It's frustrating because it's such a nice. It was. Oh, I see what's happening. Ah, it changed on me. One sec. Ooh, this would be cool. Let's try. It changed. It went to 2K. Kind of go 2K. Oh yeah, it did work. Oh. It worked for a second. Son of a biscuit. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it overheated. It is hot. Yeah, you're right. So, oh yeah, it's definitely crashed. It is like it's a little warm. A little warm. Activity keeps going back to this 2.7K. I don't want 2K. Just want the standard 1080. 1080p.
I don't want anything. Just donuts. Yeah, it takes a long time for you to die.
To die from eyes, bud?
That's wrong.
Nope. Man, it just it blows up on this end. So maybe I fried it. Maybe it's fried for good. Maybe. Weird. Okay. So now that we have this, let's do some RAM. I'm done trying to fix the tech. It was like, yeah, maybe $400 or something. We had it because we drive like old classic cars around and stuff. So we sometimes videotape us driving cars around. But this RAM, DDR5 RAM, Mecha G, you want to see how this slots in? So there's 4 RAM slots, and I know that to have dual channel, I think you want to go in 2 and 4 or 1 and 3. I should probably read the directions on that, but I think we're just going to go 2 and 4 out of the gate. If I'm wrong, I'll let you know. So these slot in relatively easily. There's a little, where's my camera? There's a little slot there, and there's a little slot on the motherboard. And you just have to make sure they line up. Give it a little gentle click. One side, 2 side. That one's in, clicked in. I don't know if you could hear that click on your end. Same with this one. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty fun. You know, you just gotta take your time and do it slow. It's hard to try to stream it, especially when I'm having technical issues. But I figured it'd be a good opportunity for Mecha G, if he wasn't playing games, to see what a RAM stick looks like and how it slots in. I'm gonna slot this one in too. So what I'll do is I'll push this up a little bit so that I'm not. Oh, my whole desk is crazy now. There we go. Oh, can't see that. Can you? There we go. So I'm just going to do the same thing for this RAM stick. Click on this end, and then click on this end. Okay, now that the RAM sticks have clicked in, you know, we got the RAM socket in. I think the next step to do now is to unbox the case. Alright, let's see how we can do this case unboxing. I really wanted to get this here. This is just going to be a day of us hanging out.
I spawned. Wait and bring them out.
Oh, wait for the kids. I got this little like clip thing. This little clip thingy. I don't know how to show it to you because the camera's on it, but it clips on the desk, and then has like a metal wire, and the camera's on top of it, so you can like bend it around, but it won't fall. So it's pretty sweet. I can actually see if I can. Let me see if I can get some height. So it's got like a bendy wire. You can see all of our room if you want to come say hello in our room here. So get more height. It might be a little sideways now, but it's a little bendy wire thing. How's that, Mecca? What you think, bud? Just, the screen. Cool. Alright, so this is going to go sit over here. This is also going to go sit here. And we're going to open up this box. Oh boy. I'm not in a good sitting position. Alright, I'm going to need you to slide your chair over and give me a hand here. Are you indoors? Alright. You're in a fake doors round? Pull the box down for me. Yeah. Okay, that's not gonna work. We'll flip it upside down. Oh boy. There we go. Box coming in. Bam. I like throwing stuff across the room. It's one of the best parts about building PC is just making a big mess. Stressing mama out. Dude, check out this sweet case. Got an instruction sheet. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh. So. See if I can get you some better angle over here on this camera. Oh yeah. Hello, room. Hello, camera. Here we go. So, I don't know if you can see, this case has a nice tempered glass with 3 RGB fans on the bottom and 1 RGB fan on the back. I'm gonna have to open it anyway. Big G is very lucky. Yeah, he's been showing some interest in some of the other games that we've been playing, and he just needs a little bit more powerful of a PC. Roblox is fun, but I started playing Sea of Thieves the other day, and that game is so fun if you ever get a chance to play it. Oh, magnetic glass. All right. Dude, the cool part is I think these standoffs that come with the case are already in the right spot for an ATX motherboard. But I'm just gonna double check and make sure. So one thing you want to make sure when you're building is that you don't directly mount your motherboard obviously to the case. There's little standoffs that you need to make sure line up with all the holes on your motherboard so that you obviously don't fry it when you go to turn it on. And I believe they come as ATX out of the box. So if I were to pretend to install this, ooh, it's gonna be a tight fit in here. If I were to pretend to install it, I would say 1, 2, 3 up top, 1, 2, 3 in the middle, and 1, 2, 3 in the bottom. So 1, 2, 3 bottom, 1, 2, 3 middle, and 1, 2, 3 up top. I think we need to do a little bit of wire management for the RGB fans, but I'm gonna twist this sideways, put the case down, and then socket in the motherboard into the case. Mecha G. Need your help. Your help. Can you hold that up? Okay. Case coming in hot. No, you all right? All right. So I'm not sure.
I'm gonna shoot you.
There we go. Can't play. You have a PS4. Oh, they don't make that game on PS4. Sea of Thieves. PS4 is sweet. I love PS4. All right, so let's.
Someday I want to play
Sea of Thieves. Yeah, so I think that we'll be able to get Mecha G and Sea of Thieves with this PC. All right, so I'm gonna do some. Oh no! Don't tell me that this fan. Oh, you can't see it. Let's see. This fan in the back may be too big for the custom bracket on this motherboard. Let me see if that's really going to be a thing. So it's always something to watch out for is clearances, and that actually may be a game changer. No big deal. I can fix it. Let's take that fan out of there for Meow. Right, Meow. So we're gonna take this fan out of the back. Yeah, man. There's always some sort of uh-oh moment when building a PC. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. This case comes with a lot of fans, and I have a couple fans left over that may help. What is important when you're building a tower is to have proper intake and outtake, and I think you want it to be negative pressure. So you want there to be more intake than you have outtake. Because what would happen is if you had like 3 fans blowing out and only 1 blowing in, it would create like a vacuum. And what that means is all the air would be sucked in through all the little holes and all the little like areas that it could. And as it's sucking that air, and it's sucking in dust as well. Versus if you try to suck air through one of like the spots it's meant to that has like a dust shield or something. I'm not sure if this case has one yet. I haven't really gotten into it. But really what you'd want is like 1 or 2 exhaust and like 3 intakes so that it's more of like not negative pressure, but like positive pressure in here. So there's more inside. I think that's the thing. I don't know. That's just how I've always kind of done it. If it's too close, it is too close. I'm gonna just take this one out and maybe try to move it up. See if this fan gives us a little wiggle room. I can turn it around so you can see what I have to make those noises. It makes it sound like I'm working harder. So this custom cooling bracket, this cool like bracket on the motherboard is a little bit too big to fit under there. So I'm going to take this fan off. Shift. Yeah, it's not working in that game. Try control. Nope. Doesn't work in that game. So I'm gonna take this off for now. Just so I can set the motherboard in where it's supposed to go. And that is in here. And I have a feeling once it's in, that fan may go like give me the flexibility I need to go in place. What didn't work, bud? Why didn't it work, well? Game crashed. Man. Oh yeah, okay, I'm in. Okay, so there's actually a good
The
thing.
internet pooped down.
The internet pooped out on you. Okay, 1, 2. All right. So now that it's in, what I would try to do is see. Yeah. So I have enough room now that it's in because it's sitting more towards the back of this little bracket, and I think that I can reinstall that fan in place. But in the meantime, I will. Yeah. So this fan's important. So this is going to be the outtake fan. So as these bottom fans here are going to suck air in from the bottom, I'm going to use that to circulate the air across the video card that will be here and across the processor. And this wouldn't be a good fan layout for like an overclocked processor. You would want there to be more air coming in the front of the case here, because what's going to happen is these 3 fans are going to be sucking air in, and it's going to go over the hot video card and then to the processor fan. But because this is only an i3, it's not like crunching out a lot of power, a lot of like heat. So I don't think it'll be an issue. But I'm also able to reconvert the fans in this system to put them in the front if I need to. It just came with the 3. In fact, I might do that because whenever fans are on the bottom for me and they suck like from the bottom, they always suck up like cat hair and stuff. So set what up manually, my friend. Like the way the fans go in and out. Yeah, you do. I mean, the case comes with 4 fans, and you can do whatever you want with them. I am gonna set it up to probably. Yeah, the front of this case actually doesn't have good air intake. I didn't realize that it was a solid solid piece of metal. Yeah, look at this video card Mecha-G's got. So this is the heart of the system that pumps out the graphics. This is going to be our 6750. He's really excited about that. But we're not at that point yet. We are sweet. We're at the screw the motherboard into the case point. And in order to do that, I need to find out where motherboardy type things are. And I'm willing to bet this is that whole doing things backward thing I talked about. I'm willing to bet they're on the other side of the case. I should have taken the other side apart first. So, back to the drawing board. Need more room. I'm gonna take this back out. Ooh, it's gonna fit. Then you come out. Leave me alone. No! No! Okay. Not you. This, yeah. So I'm gonna put this down here for a sec. Oh my goodness. Everything's so heavy for me nowadays. Fan can sit there, no big deal. Pull this up as that fan slides down and drops. And I'm gonna take off this other side. The case. Ah, I was right. Okay. So, as you can see, ooh, it's a lot lighter now. I should have done that in the first place. So, let's see. There we go. So, yeah, there's this little box over here. Little box of happiness. And I'm pretty sure that the screws and stuff are going to be in this little box. Here's the challenge, right? How do I get my big, meaty fingers in there? Got it. Looks sick. Yeah, man, this case for $54. I mean, some cases are like $200 or $300. For $54, you really get a lot of case. And there's this really great channel called PC Builder, and the guy's name's Jason. He had this case on one of his videos, and I was like, yeah, for $54, absolutely. Free shipping, count me in. All right, so here's all the stuff you need. Yeah, it comes with RGB. Like these are RGB lights right here on the side, and the fans are RGB too, so I can't wait to see what this looks like once it's all booted up. Right. You're just humming along over there. Funny. Man, I wish I knew. You know what? Coming back down, I'm not sure if you can see. What's the best angle of the dangle? Oh, that'll do. That'll do. So, remember when I opened up the motherboard, bud? The motherboard. No, yeah, but there's a box for it. That's my boxy boo. Oh, mommy touches boxes. Is there anything in here that remotely resembles like screws and stuff and things? No? Okay. So the motherboard did not come with screws, but the case came with a bunch of them. So I'm gonna figure out if these screws here thread into these little nubs. And if they do, then that's what we'll use. But you don't want to use the wrong ones. Before you hit 20, save your money. Yeah, I mean, right now, if I were getting into like a gaming machine, the Xbox Series X for $450, it was on sale the other day, is like a really good deal for what you get if you don't need to be on PC. But you get a lot more flexibility on PC, you know, when it comes to streaming and all that good jazz. Okay, thank you. Man, there's not enough room in this room to do anything in life. Let's see. There's one that was not the right screw. Let me try these. You can do 1440p gaming, so I can link you the channel, but it's called PC Builder, and his name is Jason. He has a video that came out like a week and a half ago that's about building a very similar machine to what I'm doing without the RGB stuff for $600. And I know 600 can still be a lot of money, but if you saved up and wanted a sweet gaming PC, way to do it. Do you know the specs on the laptop that you're on right now? Oh, so I use a program called Streamlabs, which is made by the company that makes OBS, the open screen broadcasting software. And in Streamlabs, you set up different scenes, and you can like share your whole window, or you could share just like your Chrome browser. You can share webcams. Like you basically set it up. Actually, I might be able to show you here. Check this out. So if I go to PC scene, right? So here's my computer screen. I can actually, I don't have enough mouse room, but so this is the broadcast software. So I have a PC scene where I can say capture display, and I can make the display this big or this big, and like here's my webcam, and I can say like, hey, take my webcam and move it up in this corner over here, you know. So it's really sweet, and you hook it up to specs. Like what is your laptop running for a processor, memory, and video card? Like specs. That's what I say when I mean specs. Like what's it got? I know it can play Roblox pretty well, but can it play 3D games? Are more 3D than Roblox? Like my pirate game, yeah. Sea of Thieves. Coming in hot. Yeah, I downloaded it for you. We should be able to hop into it a little bit later after the build. You know, another thing to notice is once you put the PC together, it's still like it's still like an hour or two before you can actually do anything. You have to install Windows, and you can't get any games. How come? Gotta get you some games, friend. GTX same. Can't get any games. What do you mean? Do you have Steam? The Steam software? Are you like not allowed to get games because of your schooling, or are you saying just because games cost money and you got other things to worry about right now? Who's coming in? Hey, gaming. Is his name Gaming is a Joke? Thanks for the follow. We're doing a PC build right now today. One of our cameras shot the bed, so we're doing just the webcam tilted down on what we're building. And in fact, I will continue moving forward. Yeah, we'll have to. Can I have that PC? No, this PC is for Mecha G right here. This guy. So I'm gonna do some benchmarks on it and stuff. To see what we can squeeze out of this i3. This is Mecha G's machine. So that he does. Oh my gosh, I just lost the screw. Oh, got it. Whew. Thanks for the join though. Phew. GTX, well, you have to hit me up on Steam, friend, and see if I have any free games I can send your way. So did you mean that you're not allowed to play games, or I mean you're not allowed to buy games, or that you just don't have any games to play right now? I don't want to get you in trouble. Make me a PC, not a gaming PC. I'm not sure gaming is a joke. I'm not sure that's something I can do right now, my friend. Oh, so I know that if you know the email address that your Steam account is bound to, you can trigger a password reset. Man, what is happening? Just keep dropping screws everywhere over here on this PC build. You say why? Where? Oh wow. Oh, I need your eyes, Mecha. I dropped a screw and I can't find it. Oh, I found it. Okay, right here. Oh, Mama was coming to the rescue. I might still need your help. No, I got you. I got it. Yeah, sweet. So I don't use magnetized tips on PC just because I'm afraid of like frying stuff. But sometimes I feel like it would be a little bit easier to get these little itty bitty screws in place. Oh, so for Steam, I strictly use my PayPal, just so that there isn't like a card attached. But what's your favorite type of game? Like what like I played a lot of first-person shooters for a long time, like Half-Life and stuff like that, and then I got into like strategy games like Civilization, which was super fun. What's your go-to? Oh, jeez, and Frobies. So upset with myself. GTA on my PC. I do not have GTA, but I have it on PS4. That's what I used to play GTA on for the longest time. Super fun. You know, we've seen some videos too, and you can really mod GTA on PC and get some really cool stuff out of it. Really neat to see. Adventure shooters, then Call of Duty, Vanguard. Yeah, so I play a lot of the new Modern Warfare 2, but there's like the free version. So if you like Call of Duty Vanguard, the new Warzone 2.0, which is free, if you go to Steam, you can download Warzone 2.0, which is built on the Modern Warfare 2 framework. It's got really cool online multiplayer all for free. High five, bud. PC, PS4, Lamborghini. I wish a Lamborghini. No, but I am an old man, so I have. I'm not don't be crazy. I'm not that old. But I have worked a lot of my life, and saved up. Lamborghini. I have driven a Lamborghini though. You can do these local race things where you can rent a Lamborghini for like 13 minutes. And I did that maybe like 5-10 years ago. It was really fun. But I do not own a Lamborghini. Lamber?
Can I have a Lamborghini when I'm older?
I don't know. I think if I were to buy a new sports car, I'd probably try to. Well, this is a lie, because I love the sound of a big V8 engine or something. But new electric cars, man, are very fast and very cool. I have a friend that bought the Hyundai Ioniq, and it is quick. It's all-wheel drive, super fun to drive. I don't know. So I like cars. I like cars and computers and video games and all that jazz. So I'm just screwing in the motherboard on all those 6 spots, but I keep dropping screws because my fingers are much too meaty. Oh yeah.
I used the crucifix 3 times.
Pokemon. So we played Pokemon Go for a while. You can run around on your phone and catch them in the streets and stuff and in the parks. That was super fun. That's very. It was not fun, bud? It was fun.
What?
Man, dropped another screw. I'm so sorry, you guys. Let's see if I can get more angle out of this. Bing, bing. Yeah, yes, please. I've got 1 left, mama. 1 left. I can't get it. Yeah, I think I need a magnetic tip. Do we have another magnetic tip screwdriver, or do you want to try? Mama's coming in. Mama's coming into the rescue. So that one I dropped right there.
Hold on, I can't
see
your hand. I see it.
She's so pretty.
Checking out my nails.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the last one I need. In that slot, you just pulled it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what is it laying down?
Gotcha.
Move your head.
Whoa! Guys, look at me.
You know.
Potato head.
Oh my god! What the heck is happening?
Thanks, Mama.
You're welcome.
Thank you for doing it. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws in place. The motherboard is in. So now that the motherboard is in, what we want to do is just kind of see where our cooler is going to go.
So spicy.
Yeah, it's going to go right about there.
Oh my god. So spicy.
Cool.
So spicy. That's spicy as my.
So satisfying to see a fresh, clean copper. Got hit by a car. Holy moly. Hopefully you're okay. GTX did. Jeez and Crobies. That's scary. Scary stuff. Thermal compound. So, at this point, hospital for a month? Jeez and Crobies. That sounds terrible. Are you all recovered?
Yes.
Seriously?
That hurt.
Yeah. That's never want to get hit. Were you say you were playing Pokemon and then got hit? It's a bummer. I'm glad you're better though. That's scary. Yeah, seriously. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't shooting me in murder mystery games. So are you guys familiar with thermal paste? This acts as a kind of like a barrier between the cooler and the top of the processor. And what you want to do is you want to just lay like a little bead. So there's like 10 different application techniques. You can do like multiple little dots, or you can do a bead, you can do an X. A lot of them have been tested and it doesn't really matter. So for this build, I'm just going to lay a bead. And I'm not sure you can see it, so I'll see if I can bring it over more. So I'm just going to do a bead right across the middle of the CPU here, like so. Almost like a welder's bead. Just don't want too much, you know? Like that.
I just threw myself into the door.
Yeah, glue that cools. You know, I think as you clamp down on the cooler, it evenly distributes the goo across the board, and I think it's really there to keep dust out, right? It acts as kind of like an area that dust can't get into. And, you know, and to cool, and obviously to cool the connection between the two of them. Coming back in. So now I'm just placing that cooler.
Should I take the hot pepper juice?
Threading that cooler evenly around those stand points that we had. But this one is not really going in place. It can be a little tricky sometimes, so let's see.
So Mom's in the hospital?
Yeah, bud. Come on. Okay, that one is started. And this one has started. Alright, so now I'm gonna screw down on the cooler. This one you do want relatively tight. I mean, you don't want to ream it so much that the brackets break out of the plastic motherboard, but you definitely want this to sit pretty tight down, and it will tell you when the screws are done. It'll basically be like, you can't turn that anymore. Which drives am I using? So, because this was a budget build, I opted for this called Team, what is it, Team Group? Let me see. SP NVMe. So this Silicon Power 1 terabyte NVMe was $51. And when it comes to gaming, I think any NVMe is going to do, right? So when you're talking about speed and how fast a game loads, like, I don't know that I'm willing to pay an extra $100 for something that's going to load a few milliseconds faster, because I'm not sure that I'm fast enough to process a few milliseconds. So, speed-wise for gaming, not sure you need the best of the best. If you were doing like a lot of video editing and you needed it to like render resources on the fly and stuff, maybe I would say look into something a little bit more robust. But for gaming, your standard NVMe is going to be super fast. I mean, I'm coming from an area where I was using spinning hard drives that ran at 133 megabits per second, and that these are at thousands, right? This is what 500 megabit, you know, whatever these are. I don't even know the speed of them. I know online. I mean, we're talking 10, 15 times faster than what I'm used to playing games with. So, yeah, US has some good prices right now. So their prices were bad during COVID for a while, but right now is a really good time in the US to build a PC because prices came down. And even with the crazy video card stuff going on, I mean, I just don't think you need, if you want to play some like Fortnite and Call of Duty and stuff. I'm playing on a GTX 17, what is it? 1070, that's what it is. Sorry, 1070 from almost 10 years ago, and I'm on medium settings and getting 60 FPS. So I don't think people need these 3080, 3090s, 4080, 4090s card. I think it's more bragging rights at that point. You can, you're not going to notice the difference between 124 frames per second and 128 frames per second. I think it's all just on paper. Can't get the cheapest speed. That's how hard it is. Oh, really? Where are you? So PCs are just kind of a hard market right now? Sorry to hear that. We should start a group to. I don't know if you even can do this in the U.S. Is like send PC parts abroad at better prices. Let me see how this bracket is supposed to keep this fan on here. I'd be shocked. Oh yeah. What's do you know the conversion ratio? Like what? How big of a difference it is? I love that I just tore this bag open, but on the other side was this nice little easy Ziploc. So that's just me, I suppose. All right. So this fan is going to, I'm going to blow air from this fan through the fan and out the back fan once I put it in. So I think that I want to give me a direction.
Can I hold that?
I've always wondered on fans if they give you like an idea of which way they spin. I suppose you can tell by the blade, but like this fan, if it spins this way, would be pushing air that way. Yeah. Look at the box. The box. So the box is saying, put the icon on the outside. Call it a day. That's just what I'll do. And I will. Oh, good. We have enough clearance. Remember we've been having clearance issues? Look how close. Can you see on the screen? You probably can't, but how close the RAM to the fan is? Yeah.
Sugar crash! Dad, how does that thing? How does that drink give me sugar crash, whatever it is, fade away? It's so yummy.
So, I gotta figure out if I'm installing this fan right. Alright, where is my fan instructions? Oh my gosh. Like I said, I'm working in a smaller area. So this PC, I have this screen up. Can you see the screen in the background? It's like a computer screen. This screen here is the cost of the build, and what I will do is scroll down. So US, I'm at $738.81, and that's without mouse, keyboard, monitor, and stuff. It's just straight PC build, no operating system. So the idea is that for under 1,000 USD, you get 1440p gaming on most modern games. I mean, I'm sure like Cyberpunk might bark because that game's pretty badly optimized. Let's see. Okay. Motherboard ARGB. Okay. Yeah, so that's one thing that I have not done in a long time, is figured out how this fan is supposed to connect to this. I get these fan clips, and I just have to reverse engineer these fan clips going on here. So we have these weird headers here, right? I'm sure it has something to do with those. Let me watch a little video. So, I will see if I can grab my wireless keyboard. What is the name of this? You're too slow. So SE214XT.
Oh, we're using QuickBooks for a lot more than accounting.
Well, I need Salesforce integration.
QuickBooks works with Salesforce.
Really?
So, what do we got?
This one looks
Okay, I don't need that. Don't need that. Just need to put that fan clips on.
pretty easier than the cooler.
Scoot.
You're just going to basically alternate.
Okay, so I've got this.
Works by these guys. Hyper 212. I just got picked up a Hyper 2 and blow it across the CPU cooler, and then it would.
This is exactly what I'm going to do.
Now we know how it's oriented. We also are concerned about our cable, where it's at. I'm going to do that. And
show me the fan
here.
Show
but
me
I know.
the fan.
Yeah. Actually do this in a moment, but so it's going to go in. You're going to put the bracket in on the holes that are on the exhaust side, okay, and then it's going to end up looking like so. All right, so let's flip this around.
What?
This is going to be difficult to do with one hand, I have a feeling. So basically we're trying to get these clips in the hole, which is, like I said, a lot easier with two hands. So push that one in, and then I'll come over here and get the second one in. And I may have to pause this. I mean, this is not that difficult to do. But
So I'll end out, watch a YouTube video on what you're doing.
Alright, so they're in place. So now, I'm going to line this up. And later on I will go
they
back
literally just clip
and
around the... Oh,
do
okay,
some work with the cable. But
I see. I think I get it. I think they literally just clip around the fins here. I guess I didn't realize it was that simple. So I'm in the wrong area, and I will go here on the sides. One there. One there. So I'm willing to bet that these just literally clip around the metal fin. Oh, sure do. Sure do. That's funny. Like, they just clip around the metal fins of the cooler itself. Which is cool with me. I guess I wouldn't have realized that that was the thing. Coming from the car world, you never really want anything touching the fins of the radiator. Okay. Fortunately. Put the other one on here real quick. There. Cool. Yeah, so That's bizarre, but these little clippies, they literally just clip around the fan and then hook to the inside of the fins on the groove. So that's good to know, especially if I wanted to get another fan. But we've already got some tight clearances going on right now. GTX, this is a good time for me to reinstall that fan I had to take out earlier because of clearance issues. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you recall, we ran into a little bit of, there's not enough room. So this guy here is going to be our exhaust fan. And it's going to exhaust. Ooh, I think I can probably do that better. Here we go. So it's going to fit now and send exhaust airs out the back. What if the PC doesn't turn on? Then I'll probably try to debug. So I usually try to go back to the basics in that. So I would pull the hard drive out and well, I can't pull the video card out because this is a F-series processor. But usually just try to debug if something's going wrong. A really cool part about spending a little bit extra on a motherboard is make sure that your motherboard has what's called BIOS flashback, and this Gigabyte motherboard does. But BIOS flashback basically means that like you can't brick your motherboard because it always has like a base installation. Trying to talk, bud. Trying to talk, my love. Didn't say anything. Oh, you know what's a bummer? Is I don't know if I can. Oh, I can get this fan. Okay. So this fan's going back in. I've built probably 5 computers my whole life, and they've all turned on, but a couple of them have had issues. One time I was trying to run an HDMI cable through like a DVI converter thing, and I didn't realize that it needed to be powered to do so. So I kept thinking the PC wasn't turning on, but I could hear the boop post. Usually when you hit the power button, and if you can get into like that little first screen where the BIOS pops up, you're pretty golden. And that's when you just try to check and make sure everything's good to go. But, whatever. Take it slow. Take it one piece at a time. Make sure you don't break anything. And if you have to change things around, change things. The cool part about building it is you know exactly where everything is, so that if you needed to change it, like say in the future, Mecha G wants to get the new i5K series and overclock it, right? And in order to do that, we're going to need a bigger cooler or stuff like. We know where all that stuff is, and we know that we could do it. We probably couldn't do it in the small case, though. Yeah? Like I said, this is a great budget-friendly case. Hey, welcome back, GTX. Hey, thanks for coming, Gaming is a Joke. What I'll do is I'll probably get this thing fired up and install Windows on it and maybe run some benchmarks and see how it does on some games on a stream. So that'd be kind of cool, huh? So if not, I'll post the video to YouTube or something. And yeah, we just like to hang out and chat and usually play Roblox together. So this is Mecha G. If you ever need to know, it's me. Welcome back, GTX. So we got the fan. We figured out how the fan clips onto the fan cooler. And we reinstalled that fan that we took off earlier when you were on stream here to make sure that we've had that in place. So that is now reinstalled. What's next on my list here? Hard drive. I'm gonna this motherboard has a really cool hard drive lever. I'll turn this sideways. Ooh, it's so big and heavy. See if we can see down here. There we go. Down here. This here is where the little NVMe hard drive is gonna go. And I really hope it fits. As I'm looking at it now, it might be the wrong size, but If that's the case, no big deal. Let's open it up and find out. Take it one step at a time. So it has a heatsink built in, which is super cool, so it can cool off your NVMe hard drive. So this is our video card clipper here, and things are really tight in this motherboard. It's crazy that this slot here being a video card slot, like there's not going to be a lot of clearance for much. So we may have to do some rethinking here, but we'll be all right. We'll see what's what. This little cooler here. So, oh yeah, there is. Okay, I think this will fit. Where am I? Take care. All right. So, insert NVMe into the slot. So that's another tricky thing is if you're buying NVMe hard drives, there are different sizes, like not storage sizes, physical size of the drive. And I'm willing to bet that this one will fit in the bottom slot. So I just need to figure out how to get in there. Get some more light. Looking at here. You know what? Is it? Yeah, Cameron is my name. Yep. So NVMe slot goes there. Going in down here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we'll totally join your live stream. We'll come say hello. Definitely check out Streamlabs. Like you may be able to even stream now on the machine that you're on. You're on laptop, right? PC. Streamlabs. It's a free program. You just connect it to like your free Twitch account, and you can be up and streaming in a matter of minutes.
I want to try to beat yours for better.
Yeah, bud. Sounds good to me. What am I seeing here? So this is my first time NVMe driving here, and it's not going well. My big hams cannot handle how to install these M2 slots. Maybe I'm being too fragile with them. Maybe I just need to... What am I looking at? So there's not like a slot. Is there?
It's 5 doors.
On the phone, you need to get your Twitch on PC. Yeah, for sure. Well, technically on PC, you don't need the Twitch app. You just need to download Streamlabs and connect it to your Twitch account. So you technically don't need the Twitch app on PC. If that helps. Yes, sir. Love you, bud. Dude, I thought these M2 slot drives would be a little bit more straightforward. But I probably should, if I could go back in time, I would install the hard drive before installing the processor fan, because I can't really see what's going on down here. Just to share that bit of knowledge. Yeah, bud. I need a flashlight. Grab my phone flashlight. I need to see what I'm trying to look at down here. What? It's just the one slot? So is that what's confusing me? Is that there's technically only one slot and I keep thinking there's two? Yep, sure is. So does this motherboard only have one M2 slot? That's bizarre to me. I thought it had two. Maybe there's another one somewhere and I can't see. One sec. So it goes in a lot easier when I use the right slot. Sorry about that. All right.
What's this?
What's up, bud? That paper says square 1, pentagon 2, rhombus 3, octagon 4, and circle 5. Those are the shapes. Oh, cool! You're in like a doors type game. How would you go to get so? Just do a Google search for Streamlabs software. It's a free download on their website. Let me see if I can bring it up. Over here. So. So it's streamlabs.com. Right here. I'll pull it up so you can see it. So you just download this free, if you're on Windows, this free software here, and that's what ends up being. If you can see my screen, I'll make it bigger so you. Yeah, I guess I can make it bigger so you can see. So this software here is how you can set up scenes, and you can see the chat. This is how I'm reading the chat over here on the right. Like right now, if I want to take Mecha G's stream and make it a little bit smaller, I can just kind of do that, and I can make the capture display a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger in the background. See? So that's how you can do Streamlabs, free software. I'm bad. Bad to the bone. Do. You know the Dow's bone, bad to the bone. Cool, nice. So if you download that, it will say like log in, and if you have a Twitch account, you can say log in with Twitch, and then it's basically connected to your Twitch. So if you create a scene or use like a scene template or something of like, if you have Roblox open, you can say display capture, or you can say just capture the game, like only capture Roblox, not the entire screen. So there's multiple things you can do in there, and then you click go live and it will just start your Twitch stream. Okay, so NVMe is in. What is next? So I think it's a good time for me to hook up the power supply for this entire system. And before I do that, I'm going to install the NVMe heatsink, because it's cool that it comes with one, and might as well use it. Yeah. So let's see. What would be the best way for me to coach you through that? I'm trying to think. Let me go back to my screen so you can see what's what.
Stop it.
So up here, I'm on this editor mode. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Let me know when it's installed and stuff. I can try to coach you through. I'll try to push through how to add a scene and stuff down here. So you can add these scenes. So if I switch here, right, this is like my scene switching, right? Or how to add sources. So that would be like, do you want to capture your computer monitor? Do you want to capture a Roblox game? Do you want to capture, you know, cool. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to keep this build going, but I'll leave this up so you can see it. Or I'll move it away for now until you need to see it, because it's a little bit it's a little bit jarring on the stream.
Stay away.
All right, let's see. So power supply, that's where I left off. In order to get there first, though, we're going to need to make sure that our motherboard pins... I'm so surprised this motherboard didn't come with some better documentation, but we get this CPU fan header, CPU optional fan, the 3-prong, so... And this is what, 3-prong and a 4-prong. So this is our CPU fan header. CPU, and one's an RGB. So one's like an RGB header. It's funny, my hands are too big to do PC building nowadays. I think I'm gonna have to convince Mecha G and Badass to build these moving forward. You know, because we build so many PCs. Hey, we're in. Alright. Oh, there's this little tiny itty bitty fan header that I'm trying to like install, but I can't. For one, I can't see it because there's not enough light in this house, and for two, I can't get to it because my hands are too big. So I'm just gonna sit here and keep mangling it until I feel like it's ready. I hear you laughing in there. I think so. On your what? Ooh, get some eggs.
What, eggs?
I think she's playing Pet Sim. Oh, I got it just as you got up. I got one of them at least, just as you got up. Alright, so live streaming or recording only. So right now I'm doing live streaming, but the cool part is if you wanted to just record a scene, you can record it right to your computer. You could bring it into an editing software and then you could upload it to YouTube or something. But right now I'm doing live streaming. So I do live stream the live streaming option just so that your computer knows like, hey, you want to stream to Twitch as well. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot that it asks you that. But yeah, definitely live streaming. If your intention is to go to Twitch.
Bananas?
But just so you know, it doesn't hold you back from doing anything. You can still record right to your computer. Sorry, I'm gonna put this up a little bit. You can still record right to your computer, even if you select the other mode. The mode doesn't really matter out of the gate. You can always change it later. Okay, so I feel like this is an ARGB cable, but I want to make sure that we do some good cable management here. Alrighty, we have these two just rogue fan cables. Let's see how I can fix that. Always the tough part. So I'm gonna pull this up. Oh, here it comes. Oh. Okay. This is where all of the case tower stuff needs to attach to the motherboard. This is where the builds start to get a little tricky. Especially because this motherboard didn't actually come with documentation. I might have to go online and find it. But all the stuff that comes with this tower all needs to be connected to the motherboard. And I'm just going to separate them out into what's what so that I know what's what. So this here is RGB fan controller powered by SATA. Right? Yeah. This here is your HD audio. Okay. So, need more light. I want to turn this light on. Maybe that helps. So how do you set up a mic and a webcam? Okay, so is your you have a webcam on your machine, it's ready to go? I'll pull this over here, right? So if you have a scene and you're on it, click here on sources, add a new source, and video capture device. So clicking on video capture device, add source will allow you to add any webcam that you have on your machine. And it should add it right to your scene. So like this is I have a folder, but here's my webcam here. I just noticed that my camera is over the part I'm trying to show you. Sorry. So right here, click on source, add video capture device. Saying nothing is detected. Can you say add new source? And like your webcam on your machine works? Yeah, so sometimes when I come over to source, where's my screen? It's really hard to do this. There we go. Sometimes I come over to source, you click on the video capture device, add source, and then down here it says add new source instead. I don't know if you saw that. So click here, video capture device, and then add new source instead. Should allow you to name something and then select it if it appears on your system. Never used it. Yeah, you might want to just make sure that your webcam like drivers are installed and all that good stuff. You know, I think Windows might have a webcam app built into it, so you just want to make sure that like that works first. But try like a display capture. Try adding a source for display capture so you can see how that works. You know, for display capture, you'd come down and you'd go to source, and you're like, you know, display capture right here, and it will ask you how you want to capture. Cool. Yeah, and so at the bottom there's a little like start recording. I usually just start recording and then stop it just to make sure things are working and looking the way I want them to. But yeah. So game capture will work for Roblox and stuff, but there are some games it doesn't work with, and you have to physically select the window, like a window capture instead of game capture. But if you open up Roblox and then go back to Streamlabs and click select game capture, it should start capturing your Roblox game. So display capture will capture the whole screen. Roblox game capture will just capture the game. So if you had to like minimize the game and stuff, you could. All right. What is this? ARGBs and NVD3. Okay. All right. Coming around the corner. Coming around the corner when she comes. We'll be coming around. No, how do you know that? Oh, it's like an amphibian? Oh, okay. Cool. Nice. Nicely done. Congrats. Yeah, so like you can also make sure your microphone is working, and I'll show you. Let me pull that over if you can see. So, oh my gosh. Sorry, my stuff is all over the place here. I'm trying to build this PC and this at the same time. It's crazy. Okay. So let me move Mecha G's thing over to the side real quick. So over here you have desktop audio. So anything that you're listening to, like your game audio, or if you were listening to like Spotify music stuff, will come through desktop audio. You also have the ability to click up here and add more sources or anything like that of music. So when you click here, I think you can go to properties. Yeah, so you can select what device you want. Sorry, you can select what device you want your microphone to be. So I would use your webcam microphone if you have it, or if your machine has a different microphone. So, you know, it takes a little while to get it set up, but there's awesome YouTube videos on it too. Yeah, you're trying to go live? Cool. I won't be able to pop over right now because I want to get this computer built, but I'll check your channel because it'll auto post any video that you do to your channel. So I'll check to see if you're successful, my friend. That'd be sweet. And then we'll have to work on getting your webcam set up and making sure that works. But if you want, man, good have good luck on your first stream for sure. GTX. Nice. Let me know how it goes. Dip back if you want. I'll keep an eye out, see if I get an alert, because I have you, I can follow you and see if I get an alert on it. But I just, my computer screens are in front of this big tower now, and I'm kind of like figuring out where my mouse and keyboard are. So I think I'm just going to focus on this for a little bit and wrap it up. But thanks for popping in. And good luck on your stream, friend. All right, so we are at the point where we need to start hooking all the stuff and things up. And there's all of our SATA cables. We're not going to need that. What we need to see is where all of our pins are for like our power button. Oh, they're up top. I see them. Okay, so I think the motherboard is going in there. I think it's going to be best for us to go through. It's going to be best for us to go through this whole. Come on, capture light. Alright. Okay. We're gonna go through this hole. We're gonna go through this hole here. And that's gonna be all of these cables. If you come back soon, it didn't work. I hope it works out for you, man. So. Okay, what do I have here going on? I have HB, LED power, and power. That's not the right spot. Oh, wait. Down below. Ooh. Oh man, I'm telling you right now, I have not built a computer for 10 years and they haven't changed this part much. LED, LED. Yeah, it's so tiny. The print is so tiny that I'm needing a flash. And stuff is so far all over the place. Not sure that I would recommend doing a live stream while building a machine. Where is my phone with my flashlight? Son of a gun. I feel so defeated. I feel so defeated right now. Nice. Thanks, Mama. I know you heard my cries for help. Thanks, love. Alright, text is so small. Pull Mecha G back down over here. Nice. Okay. Oh, you're back? How did it go? Did it work for you? Oh man. Power LED negative, power LED plus. Okay. Cooking now. It won't let you select your Twitch category. The only categories I really do is the gaming one, or this one just chatting. Yeah. I say just try a random one just to see if you can get to work. Try like just hit like Roblox or something in the category. LED. Oh. Dude. This motherboard really should have come with like instruction manual. I can't believe it didn't. Oh my god, it's snowing. We're getting fresh snow. Fresh snow. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can find a manual for this. Oh yeah, so yeah, I would say, you know, worry about tags later. I'd say try to get some stuff working, try to get some stuff set up. There's only like a handful of tags, and I had to figure out like kind of which ones would work. So I wouldn't worry too much about them for right now. So support. Manual? Yes, please. Download. Hey, I'm downloading the manual. Cool, yeah, good luck, man. Alright. So, it's always good to look at the manual. What do we have here? I'm not sure, bud. I'm not playing right now. I'm building your machine. So glad I went with slot 2 and 4. Otherwise, this cooler would not fit. Motherboard is really tiny when it comes to clearances. Alright, so zoom it in. See what we have here. System fan, power. So down here is what I'm looking at here. F panel. Cool. So audio way down the corner. So I do know where that one is. So let's go all the way down to the back corner with the F audio. B. F audio. Audio. Okay. So, we thought, yeah, this is the HD audio. Wiring is usually the hardest part. Sometimes I've seen little kits that they make it, like some cases come where the little power connectors and stuff for like your case fans and stuff are all kind of universal, and that's pretty sweet. I've definitely seen that on some of the higher tiered cases, but there's a budget case. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to hook up the front HD audio. Okay, we're going to we're going to, what else are we going to hook up here? We have this cable that says VDG in. I don't know what that means. What would VDG in mean? VDG. Oh, VGA boot. Let's see. So I think what I'm missing is the disconnect between documentation for the case here and documentation for the motherboard, which is now on the computer. Let's see what we have here. Right, so the USB 3.0 connector, and that I do know. So USB 3.0, I think all of them are USB 3.0 on this system. USB 2, USB 1, so F USB 2, F USB 1. Why is there two separate? Only for B760. Oh, so there is one M2 connector. Wait. One M2 chipset, two M2 connectors, socket, and port. Huh? What?
Now, when is it gonna be daytime?
What are you talking about, love? I have no idea. Sorry, bud. Triangle mark CPU. We got that part done. Installing the CPU. That's good, great knowledge. Thermal paste, like we talked about. We've got the cooler on. Finally, attach the power connector of CPU fan to CPU fan header on the motherboard. With that, Memory is installed. Ooh, does it tell me if I should go 241 or 2? Dual channel kind of enable. That's all I have. Dual channel. Same that's brand. Let's see. Channel A DDR5. Cool. I think we're okay. Yeah. Yeah, 2 and 4. Yep.
That's daytime.
So a lot of this stuff are. Here we go. What do we got here? Cube flash. We don't need that. Status LEDs. We're not quite there. We're still in the let's look everything up phase. Internal connectors. Here we go. Alright, so there's some good fan headers. I'm just gonna start plugging fans into fan headers here because starting to get a little burnt out on this for right now, and I think that there's a fan header here. What's the deal with this like GDV? What is this? GDV. I wish I knew. Let me see. GDN. It's not my motherboard. Alright. GDV. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Bud. Hey, we're back. Had to get a drink. What do I have for connectors? USB 3 connector. That's a pretty big, long one. So, I think I see it. USB 3 connector, I see you. Bam! Coming through hot. Coming through right here. Nice. Hey, all right. I'm not sure if anyone's here, but if you are, still doing our streaming PC build. Run into a couple little issues, but we've overcome them. You know, we had some fan clearance issues and all the good jazz, but you know, it's been about a decade since I built a computer, and starting to notice that I don't. Yeah, I'm starting to notice that I don't know what some of the new connections are, and it's mostly focused around fan headers and I get that that's to say the power cable, but this VDG VDG 310 thing is new to me. But I think we'll figure it out. Especially if I go to Google. VDG RGB. Ooh, Linus Tech Tips has some tech tips for us. Sweet. So, ADA add header. So I'm looking for an add header. Two different control oh, you have two different control options, either addressable or manual. Addressable method allows you to connect to the motherboard. Cool, it's one or the other. Ah. Well, why didn't you say so? Cool. I love. Let's see here. Now that we have this. I almost think that this other fan I have for the cooler is going to have to also connect to the case fan RGB controller. That would probably make the most sense. Bye, Mecca. Love you, bud. So for now, I'll just pull that aside, and I'm gonna try to see. Yeah, GDV. Okay, cool. I think that's making sense now. So this entire case has this cable called GDV something, and that's new to me. The RGB fan header thing is new to me in builds. We didn't have that 10 years ago. We just had fan headers and some of that old school stuff. So that being said, I think I understand now how this cable hooks up. And it hooks up to this fan header pin here. On a Gigabyte motherboard. Oh my god. So heavy. So cool if I could see. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 3 pins, but cooler. I'm telling you right now, this cooler is really bringing me down. It's just in the way for everything I'm trying to do. I think maybe add the cooler last. Go back in time. Turn back time. I could find a way. Dude. Why can I not put these stupid 3? How about this? Motherboard manufacturers. Why not make a better connector? This is obviously super stupid. By it, I mean me. It's like trying to put a needle inside of a thread inside of a needle with no actual visibility. In 3 of them. Oh, you turn on mac and cheese machine? Yeah. There we go. See these little 3 holes? Yeah. Yeah. I'm supposed to somehow get those 3 holes over those 3 holes.
The middle
there.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're already off to a bad start.
What do you mean?
Look at where the gap is. Oh, no. You're right.
You were at a bad spot.
Oh, this whole time. I'm the silly one, I'm telling you. I think you got it on your first try.
I don't want to ruin it.
Well, we'll cut that one out there. Oh my god. Thanks, Mama. My goodness. Sitting here complaining about it, and I'm the one being silly. What? No way. Am I really just that silly? Like, yep, I really am. Just trying to do it backwards. Sorry, folks. I'm not a pro. But I do have another PC build I need to do at some point. So. That one's for me. So loose. I'm not sure how loose that RGB connector is. Could it be that loose? That is loose. Okay, I guess I'm just going to assume that it's supposed to be that way and it's okay. Okay, also, let's pull these other cables down into the back. Oh. Oh, there we go. So what we're doing right now is just some straight up cable management. Just trying to get it so cables are sitting where we want them to sit at the start of the day here. So far, all except one are. One that's not is this naughty little RGB cable. That. Oh, I don't want that sitting underneath. I hope GTX has success in his first stream. definitely go over and check that channel out and get him going. Show some support. Oh yeah, there we go. Man, my hands are not small, I know, but they're doing the trick, I guess. All right, cable management. That is in. That is in. What do we got now? We have ATX headers. We have another system fan. Let me pull up this case over here now and see what we have going on in the back. So we have this fan header up here, which is part of the case. But I'm not sure that our cooler fan is going to let us hook into anything. So is this just a, like, I don't want to take up the entire RGB controller for one fan. Hi, Lovey.
Really just being.
Yeah. So far, I think we're on a roll. It's just really just need to figure out what this one last fan for the CPU cooler. I'll go ahead and turn this around. Oh, it's so heavy. So, yeah, a lot of the fans are RGB, and I've tapped into the ARGB header on the motherboard, but there's only one, and there's also an ARGB header on the fan, and I'm wondering on the cooler fan, and I'm wondering, like, can I just hook that up to another slot, or am I limited to just one and then need to buy some sort of extension thing here? So we'll find out. Oh, hi. How did it go? Did it work out for you? I gotta move this so I can see the screen. I can't see your typing. There we go. Hopefully your stream went well. Did it work? USB 3, power, LED switch, audio, mic in, mic out. If I drop another screw, I'm going to pick up a vacuum and vacuum them all up. Oh, you're still streaming. Cool. Wow, nice. Well, welcome back. Hopefully that's going well and lets you stream. Let me see if I can dip over. If it will let me on my machine. Like I said, I'm on a super old machine, so. Hey, I see it. Let me see if I can dip over. Check it. If it will let me on my machine. Like I said, I'm on a. Nice. Hey, I see it. Yeah. Dude, that's some Inception right there. Hey, check this out. Bam. Sweet.
Hi.
That's some Inception right there.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, there you are. There you are. I will murder you. I will murder you.
Nice. So there's a nice throwing kill.
I love causing mass genocide. I probably shouldn't say that.
Nice. So there's a nice throwing kill.
Shout out to what's this one name? Det Cameron.
That's me.
He helped me set up my stream and stuff.
Yo. Cool. I'm gonna go back to the build, but I'll if you're still on when I'm done, I'll dip in and say hello. I'm glad that's working for you. Cool. So I told you it's super easy, right? Streamlabs, such a cool piece of software. Gets you up and running real quick. All right, so all right, I'm doing RGB fan header stuff here. So got one left, and that's this one here. And I need to decide if it is going to be able to go into another spot, which I think it will. I have a DLED. So I have a 3-slot DLED slot, and I'm wondering if that will let me hook that fan LED up to it. CPU optional fan DLED. This fan, I'm gonna try it. What's the worst that can happen? Oh. Alright, so it's one of the white ones here. One I can't grab. Okay. So coming back through with this one, and I'm going to see if I can route this. Yep. Down here to the DLED, but being in the way of everything else. I think that's going to let me do what I want it to let me do. But I'm not sure. We'll find out. Okay, so what is next? Now we do all the little power stuff. Power supply stuff. Oh no, that's not true. We should do all the connectors for the motherboard, like the front panel connectors, I/O connectors, and power button and stuff. 9 times out of 10, if you hit the power button and nothing happens, probably because these things are hooked up wrong. So I'll share that these are hugely important to get right. Woo! Not sure what I just did there. All right, so now we're gonna these are all the little itty bitty connections that control. Here, I'll bring it up on the computer, the screen here that tell us. Oh, yeah, there are 2 addressable LEDs. Yeah, DLED. Yes, cool. I knew that was gonna be. That's exactly that thing. I'm sorry, I just saw it in the documentation for the motherboard that the addressable RGBs for the case up here and the addressable RGBs for that on the other header will work, the DLED header. So it's cool. What I'm looking at now on the screen is what we need to hook up is the front panel in and out. It's like power button, reset button, and all that good jazz. Need to be hooked up to this little part down here, I believe, F panel. So what this is telling me is where each one goes. So we're going to start with the bottom. I think I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to tilt it. So stand up. Tilt it. Come on down. So here, I'll have you come right over here. Okay, so what we're doing is down here, definitely can't see it, but each one of those pens means something. And what they mean is showcase right in front of us on the screen. So I can see them. LED, power LED. I just make sure they match before I trust the documentation online speaker they do. Excuse me. Thank you. Let's see here. Hard drive, RSCI, reset switch, CI, fastest, yeah, power LED. Cool. All right. So what I see here on the screen matches. Highlight it. Yeah. So this stuff here matches what's actually on the board. That's all I was confirming before I start plugging things in. Because what you can see is on the cables themselves are the little written instructions. So I don't know if you can see that on stream, but these little cables say like power, LED, blah, 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 blah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the bottom left-hand corner, and that's hard drive activity light. And that's this guy here. And I'm not sure, so one's a plus and one's a minus, and I'm not sure that it tells me which one is plus or minus. Yep, plus is there, minus is there. So plus, minus, so that's going to have to go in this way. So hard drive plus minus, bam, that one's in. So let's go right above it. We have power LED, power LED plus, power LED minus. So I have a power LED plus and a power LED minus as individual wires. So power LED plus, power LED minus. This is where having small hands would be super handy. Okay. Okay, so power LED plus, power LED minus. I'm left with the power switch. And now it's plus minus. It's the next one over. So plus minus. And I know they're plus minus because on the little cables it says plus minus on them. So what I don't have is like power LED. I guess maybe this case doesn't have that. No, I have power LED. What's the other stuff? There's just other connectors. I see. There's like speaker connectors and stuff. So I think that's all that this one needs. But what I want to do is tighten them up a little bit. So I can pull them underneath the LED fans. And then what I'm going to do is do some cable management. But I want to see if there's another fan header so that the cable is all the way across the board here. But it would be cool to like go down around the back and then come up on. Just not long enough. The cable for the fan here. Unfortunately. But looking good. Looking good. Very bizarre. Still blown away by how close the RAM sticks are to the CPU. I'm also super curious on what this thing is going to put out for numbers for us. Is that it? Are we on to the power supply? Let's do some power supply-ness. Oh boy. Okay. So I opted to get this Thermaltake. Where is it on the screen here? Thermaltake Tough Power 600 watt. Like I said, we're doing an i3 build. I'm not sure anything more than that would be required. We're not doing overclocking or anything like that. So we're going to use this guy. It's not even modular. This is a budget build. So we're just going to be able to hide some of the cables, hopefully around the corner, the backside, something like that. Let's open it up and check it out. I mean, this was $54.99 for 600 watt power supply. That's a pretty darn good deal. Okay, and I can also readjust here a little bit higher. We can see more of what's going on here with this computer build. But not giving you a lot of wide range. We had technical issues too. The GoPro, I had set the GoPro up to do this, and she crapped out on us. She crapped out. It's just weird that I just can't get this GoPro to behave nicely. Okay, so sorry, friends. I'm gonna give that GoPro a try one more time, just because I can't accept the defeat. Can't accept that it's won. Alright, it's back up. It's on standard. I'm going to power it off. I'm going to plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. Okay. I'm going to now power it on. See what happens here. Nothing? You seeing anything? Did she not power on? Like nothing? Completely nothing? Completely gonzo? So depressing. USB connected, GoPro Connect. I wonder if it, one sec. I wonder if it like reset the setting that allows me to connect it. Preferences. General. I wonder if that's what happened when I heard that click. If it like reset back to factory defaults. And no, so now I'm on, yeah, MTP is how you transfer files. Okay, so then if I go down and say, hey, stop using this GoPro. No. Okay, so if I say no more MTP, I'll bring up my settings. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no dice. I don't think it's gonna work. Just kind of sits here. Oh. Oh, it does work now. See what I mean? Very bizarre. How bizarre? How bizarre. We have a GoPro again. It's snow. We have GoPro. Snow Pro Go. Alright, so we're going to use this Thermaltake. And we're going to install it. So let me get the GoPro situated where it should go. Oh my goodness. Cool. So this is how I wanted to stream the whole time, having a nice big camera here. But it just didn't work that way. Alright, so let's do this. Let's put this on the ground real quick. Let's check out our $54 Tough Power Series power supply. Got some good cable management. We're going to need that. What we have here, instruction manual tells us about the different connectors. If you're not familiar with the connections, I would look into that. but I think for the most part, we don't have that many connections going on outside of like video card, motherboard, and standard RGB SATA cable that was supplied. So, for the most part, I think that's going to be straightforward. Obviously, this is the cable that goes to your wall, to your PC. But this is not a modular power supply, and if you want to know the difference between the two, obviously modular means, you know, modules. So this one has the one big wrapped thing of wires coming out of it, whereas modular has a bunch of small individual ones that you can take out and use. So for instance, like we're not going to use a lot of these connectors, but they're still going to be included in our case because it's not modular. That being said, I think it's okay. It was $54, and as soon as you go modular, you're up in the 80, 90, 100 hundos. And we were trying to build this for under $1,000. We came in at like 700 and change. So I think this is going to be a good. It's good enough. I mean, all this stuff hides behind. Anyway, you know, it's on the other side of the case. So here, I'll pull up that case and we'll kind of set this in place. I'm not trying to rhyme. It's just happening that way. Okay, so we'll pull up this case here. We'll come over like this. This is that SATA cable I was talking about. So we can scooch up the GoPro a little bit here. Up. Okay. Right? A little bit better, folks? All right. Now we're cooking. Now I have an actual camera where you can see stuff. I mean, I wish I had that 2 hours ago when we started. How long have we been going? 2 hours and 53 minutes. Power supply. Power supply. Power supply. Power supply. It's gonna go like that. Can't see that. Can't see that, can you? Can't see that. Let me put you up a little bit. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Okay. Power supply. So, what I'm gonna need to do is grab some of those cool screws I just talked about and screw in the power supply. Power supply. Okay, see how that's gonna go in there like that? Fits right in. We're just gonna drop the screw like we've been doing all day. I'm gonna turn this a little bit if you guys don't mind. Can't actually see where my power supply holes are. Sorry, I'm in the wrong area. I'm over here in the corner. All right. I'm just wondering if it's upside down. I'm not sure that it really matters, but it might matter to me. So let me see if there's a better way. It might matter to me. So, alright, no, the fan needs to suck air in. It does matter, because there's a fan on the bottom. I should have known this. It's just been so long. This fan's going to suck air in and cool this off and then blow it out the back. So it's going to suck it in from the case. If it were just facing up, it wouldn't have really sucked it in from anywhere. And it probably would have overheated. So, that being said, there we go. We're going to suck air in from inside the case with all those 3 big fans at the bottom also pulling air in. I think that is how it was intended to perform. And look at that. Even the holes line up when it's right side up. So don't be silly like me. Put it in the right way first. One, two. Going on number 3. Going on number 4. Is this a different screw? Why does it feel so different? Why does it feel like a different screw, my precious? Probably because I put it in the wrong slot, or probably because it goes right here, where it looks like it's supposed to go. I'm doing this at a weird angle, folks. Doing it at a weird angle. All right, that's in. Now we're left with all the cables. Oh man, my cool World of Warcraft mat. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay. So, what we're gonna need, let's break it out into stuff and things and things and stuff. So you're always going to need stuff and things. Stuff and things and things and stuff. So, these are Molex connectors. These are for like CD-ROM drives and older hard drives and stuff. And sometimes fans, but I don't know that they're still really used all that much in today's world. So I'll put those aside. These are SATA connectors, and we know earlier we have this SATA power connector for the RGB fans. It's using power from a SATA. SATA is an old like hard drive connector or modern like CD-ROM drive, stuff like that. But the big one you need first is this guy right here. This guy is what basically powers the motherboard. So on top of the guy that powers the motherboard, you need the guy that powers the processor. So I'll put these guys aside and show you this one here that says CPU. I don't know if you can see the words. Hold on. CPU. There we go. And then this big connector. And I'm actually going to fish these through up top because I think that's the closest area. Nope. So the big guy, I'm going to fish through this one here where my fingers are. What do they call it? Fish through. I'm not sure. Not sure why they call it fish. Where'd that slang come from? And the CPU one is actually where all these other small little cables are. I think I can get it through there, hopefully. I can't, and I will make it work. I'll just go over here for now. No, that would look terrible. Let me figure out how to get the CPU one through. So before we had this big opening where the motherboard was. Now we do just have to go through right here. There is not a lot of room to do so. By not a lot, I mean probably not enough at all. Yep, I made it. I made it through. We made it. Hey, what's up, GTX? Welcome back. That's cool that your stream's working, my friends. Just gotta get your webcam working. You know, once you close out of Streamlabs, you should be able to try the Windows camera app, but it won't work if the other app is open. Like only one app can use it. Making PCs going well. I hit a couple roadblocks with some spacings and some things I hadn't caught up on yet since I built one 10 years ago. RGB fan headers and stuff. Luckily, I did some investigation into the documentation of the motherboard, and I found out that I have enough to handle the RGB. Now I'm just doing some wire management from the power supply, and I was explaining that modern power supplies, you can get modular ones, so you don't have this nest of cables that you don't need. But because this was a budget build, I didn't buy modular. However, if I were to recommend to someone, I'd say spend the extra $20-30 and go modular. But our whole goal was to try to do it as cheap as possible. And a lot of the stuff just hides behind here, but if you're building one, go modular. You'll thank yourself later. So I'm just running some wires so I can get some power going to some of the key areas, and where I'm at. So this one I'm running right now, the one I'm running, one powers the motherboard and one powers the processor. So CPU and motherboard. And I got the GoPro working. Oh no, you don't. You mean the button in Streamlabs? So Twitch will automatically record and process all of your streams. And when you log into Twitch via the website, twitch.tv, you can go to content creator and you can see all of your past streams, and there you can download them or you can push them to a YouTube channel. So you did not lose your stream. If it was on Twitch, you still have it, and you can download it to your computer anytime you want. So go in, log into the Twitch website. I think when you first log in, it's almost like you want to view other people's stuff. In the top right, you should be able to go into content creator. Let me know how that goes for you. Flashlight. CPU. Pretty sure that it's gonna have to squeeze what I can out of this one and get her to go. Mama might have to come in for this one with her itty bitty awesome hands. Oh, maybe I can get in. If I could turn back time. Oh, can I get it? Can you get it? Can you get it? I can definitely get it. So again, I should have installed the darn CPU cooler after everything else. And then you gotta push it until it clicks. It was the first time I heard your voice. Yeah, and it was funny because it was like Inception. Like I could hear myself talking to you, watching me, watching you. It was funny. But no, I'm glad you got it set up. So you can get your webcam working. You can get other devices, you know. So like, I have I don't know if you can see it here. I have a Yeti microphone. So it's cool. It just helps drown out some stuff. Oh, some things I'm gonna show you here while you're here, if you're still watching. So if you can see, oh, you can't. Never mind. I can't switch my screen because I finally got the GoPro working. But basically, where you have like your microphone setting, you can click on the little settings gear and click filters, and you should add a compressor and like a noise gate. And what that will do is that will get rid of any like fan noise and stuff like that. So if I talk real low, basically you can't hear any of my fans that are on, right? It's got like a threshold. The noise has to be above a certain level. Yeah, so you can add filters directly in Streamlabs. And a compressor will keep it from going way too loud, too fast, like when Mecha G's like, whoa! You know what I mean? So I highly recommend doing that. And you can also do video filters if you get your webcam working. It's pretty cool. You can do like crazy stuff. Oh yeah, no, I just mean in general. I mean I just you know, you'd be able to hear like my computer fans and stuff if I didn't have it on. But they're not actually rolling right now. But I did get the GoPro working. It must have overheated. I cooled it off and then I hooked it back in. Nice. Nice, man. It's a good Saturday if you get the whole family together and everyone's having a good time. Cool. All right, CPU is plugged in. So now if you can see, yeah. So I have a device called the Elgato video capture device, and I think I can show it to you. I don't know if it's gonna reach, but it looks like this. Yes. Let me see. Oh, it looks like. Oh, there we go. It looks like this, and basically it has a USB that goes to your computer. It needs to be USB 3.0, and an HDMI cable. So any HDMI input you can capture, and you can go straight through. So you can go HDMI out of your switch to this box and then out to your TV. But anything that passes through, you can capture on your computer, so that you can still use your computer and Streamlabs to have your stream going. So you can use your microphone on your computer, you can use your webcam on your computer and stuff, but the video that you're capturing is now from the Elgato. That's actually how I get Mecha G's computer to be on my screen. And there's a setting where you can also bring through the audio. So if I set up Mecha G's computer properly, I can also send the audio out via HDMI. Oh, you're recording from the Switch itself? I didn't know. I don't have a Switch, so I didn't know if it did that or not. But I do know that like you can stream from like PlayStation and Xbox stuff now, so it makes sense. Cheers. All right, so this big cable you see here, motherboard cable needs to connect. And this one's really straightforward. It only goes in one way, and it clicks in. So now that my two main power things are there. There we go. They're looking pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. So this is what we got going on. Okay. So what else needs power on this board before I do the video card? yeah, no worries. I think Mecha G and I really just started streaming like a month ago and stuff, so we're still pretty small. But I follow a couple YouTubers that I really enjoy watching. It's a cool little community, and like I said, this video will save, and what I'll probably do is bring it down to my computer, and I use a program called DaVinci. It's a free video editing software. It's pretty beefy, but I'll probably edit this stream to be faster for the build, and then release it as like a YouTube video. L8 to the game is the YouTube channel. L8 to the anyway, to the game. So we're probably gonna switch from Audette Cameron to be Late to the Game, just so it's not like just my name, because I play a lot of video games. But I took a break. I was like a TV host, musician guy for a long time, so I didn't get a lot of games in, but I had been a gamer all my life. So I took like a 10-year break, and now I'm just getting back into gaming because I have a son that wants to play games with me. So it's like Late to the Game is like me figuring out how to replay video games again. And then, you know, having a kid made it so that it was hard to play video games at times. But now that he's interested and better than me at some games, it's really fun. Really cool. And I still play World of Warcraft with my wife, which is I mean, we've been playing that game for now like 20 years. It's crazy. But if, you know, just keep in mind, we may change the Twitch channel to be that instead of Audette Cameron. That is old too. Let's play. Nice. Yeah. I'll have to see if your dad wants to join up and play some games. See if we play the same stuff. It's funny. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, that's the cool part about, you know, your dad and my generation is we were some of the pioneers of video gaming. You know, it's like we had arcades. We go to arcades, throw quarters in arcades. We get Nintendos and all that stuff, and then we grew up and we became workers in an industry where we're like, we make video games, make them cooler and stuff. It's pretty cool, man. Video games are great, super great. I mean, VR. Have you done VR yet? Guitar Hero, nice. Yeah, I had a friend who had Guitar Hero with like drum sets and everything going on. It's funny. In fact, I'm actually gonna play some music right now. Not that song. This one. Not sure how loud that's going to be on stream. I need a little bit of music going on. Haha, number year 3. Jumping on the table, holding the toy guitar. Nice. Rockstar territory. It's like that's like Mecha G. That's funny. Right, what else we got? So I'm gonna need. Ooh, what we should do is unbox and open up this massive video card to determine what type of connector we're gonna need from the power supply. Oh my goodness. I'm just spilled coffee everywhere. Here we go. Nice, thank you on YouTube. Appreciate that. I'm pretty pumped about this video card. Alright. I'm looking for... Alright. This is old dad rock right here. Oh, was it? Yeah, Mecha G and I did a super long stream one day. It was a Saturday, and we were getting like 3 feet of snow. So we just stayed inside and streamed all day. I also did, so I follow this guy who plays a lot of Call of Duty named Novakane, Novakayne. And he did a 24-hour stream, and I stayed up as long as I could to play Modern Warfare 2 with him, but I did not make it 24 hours. He did, though, which was impressive. I do play Dying Light, yeah. I just played it like a week and a half ago. A couple of our buddies play it. But I mean, unfortunately, right now if I'm not Robloxing with Mecha G, I'm Destiny 2, Sea of Thieves, or Fortnite right now. Fortnite's super fun. Yeah, Dying Light's pretty sweet. Dude, Fortnite lately has been so fun competitively. You know, like, I'm not amazing or anything, but some of my buddies and I, we do like the standard Fortnite, you know, the map shrinks and stuff as you're going. And I bought an alien morph, like a xenomorph skin, so it's super fun. It's crazy. Alright, big beefy video card. Is it gonna fit? Yes, looks like we have enough room for it, but what is the power connector gonna be for this big old card? This is a beautiful card. Jeez. Dude, this thing is sick. There's a lot of card for the money. You have that skin too? Yeah, so I love that skin because you can kind of hide in the shadows in a Fortnite round. You can like stand under a group of trees and stuff, and because your character's all black and real skinny, it's like hard for them to spot you. Let's see. First off, where is the power? Not on the side where you slot in, fam. Okay. So we're gonna need a 6er and an 8er. Let's see what we got for these connections on this power supply. I got a feeling it's hard to find. Kind of things to blow your mind. All you kids make it cool, it's cool. It's gonna blow your mind. Oh, is that not gonna go into there? Let's see. This is SATA. Sorry, hooking up that SATA cable real quick in the background here. What's up, Mecha G? Yes, sir.
This is thing that is called Wobbly Life, and it's $16.99.
Wobbly Life, eh?
And you can get like pets, you can buy your own car, you can buy different houses.
Really? What system is it on?
Xbox
Wobbly Life on
and
Xbox.
$16.99.
Can I just make sure that I don't already own it before you do anything? Alright, let me just pull up my Xbox here. D&D. What D&D is what D&D? Sorry, I missed it. I was doing
Life is full of
doing stuff
flavor,
back there.
and nothing is more
So
fulfilling
Game
than those
Pass.
moments
Check this
spent
out.
with the ones you love.
Game Pass.
Savor the
What's it
moment,
called? Wobbly?
big or small, with a delicious bottled Starbucks Frappuccino beverage. Or for a new favorite sip, check out the full Starbucks ready-to-drink coffee lineup online or wherever you buy groceries. Because with Starbucks coffee, you're always ready
Through
for the right
Xbox?
now. Click or tap the banner to shop.
Wobbly Life.
Take your business to the next level with Strategy by EY Parthenon. By connecting teams and technologies across
This
the
one?
EY ecosystem, they design and deliver corporate, transaction, and turnaround strategies that are actionable, impactful, and help drive results. That's real-world strategy. Click or tap the banner to learn more.
Dungeons and Dragons. Are you talking about on YouTube or like old Twitch videos?
Uber One is helping you save big. All
We definitely played some. Here, I'm gonna pause this. We definitely played some World of Warcraft. If that's what you mean, it's like D&D type thing. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure which video, but yeah, well, I mean, play World of Warcraft. We played some Warhammer. Yeah, Monkey. I don't mind if you online multiplayer requires
4 people can play it.
Sweet, this game looks awesome. Let me. Can I buy it?
You can get houses. You can get pets. You can get.
Yeah. One sec. All right. So I just bought it. If you log in as me, you can download it and then you can log in as Mecha and then he can play it. Sorry about that. Okay. Where are we? Video card 4 and a 6 and an 8. Sorry about that. 6er and an 8. We don't need this. You don't need that. Oh yeah. That. Dude, we definitely don't need these Molex connectors because it's not 1995. Here is a 6. Here's an 8. Oh my gosh, do I not have 4? I'm sorry, a 6? Is it possible that... Is it possible that I don't have type of PCIe video card connector that I'm gonna need? Oh, you could get it for free on Xbox Pass. Are you talking about that Wobbly Life one that Mecha G was just asking for? Oh, SOT. Oh, Sea of Thieves. Yeah, it is for free on Xbox Pass. Yeah, that's how I got it on Xbox Game Pass. And you can play it on PC and Xbox. Yeah, Sea of Thieves is so fun. It's so fun. It's weird. It took me a little while to understand like how it worked. You kind of like you wake up in the same place each time. You log in, like your ship is like your main hub, but if you lose it, they just give you another one for free. You just like lose the loot that comes with it. Yeah, it's like a little bit of a learning curve, but I just got into it a couple days ago. It's so good, so good. Like you really have to sail the ship with your friends in order to like move forward. It's really fun to like raise the sails, and I highly recommend it. I did not play the tutorial because I had a group of friends waiting for me. I probably would have benefited from playing the tutorial, so sharing that bit of advice. PCIe, I don't have. There must be through all the stuff that I've unboxed today. I'm willing to bet there's a PCIe cable. Oh, you know what? Is this one of those cool ones that splits? I'm so silly. I forgot that the new ones you can convert from a 6 to an 8. Oh man, I'm such a noob sauce. So funny. So yeah, I just need to unclip this one to be a bam, like that. Cool. So I'm going to be able to go through with just this one cable and figure out where. Let's slot in the video card. Are you ready for the most exciting part of any PC build? Is the insertion of the video card. Because it really just ties the system together. All right. Before we do that, what you really have to do is make sure you know where you're going to put it in and make sure that bays are clear. So I will test if I'm going to insert this into this slot. It's going to take up these two bays. Sure is. Sure is. So I got to clear those two bays. Clear them. You ever get it? Yeah. Totally should. It's really fun. I got into this like pirate ship fight with a couple friends last night, the night before last night, and it was like 45 minutes of like real pirate ship cannon shooting and like patching holes in the ship, and it was super fun. Super fun. I jumped off our ship to their ship to try to like get some of them on board, and I got my butt kicked. So it's fun. Yeah. I didn't realize like how online multiplayer it was. Like there's other people rolling around that at any point in the game can literally just rob you, or they can party up with you. So it's one of those cool games where it could go either way. Here comes that video card. Ooh, is this gonna allow me to... Oh, funny. I was off by one. Man, I'm old. No big deal. We'll just take this one and we'll move it to the other one. I'm trying to get I have two brothers, and I'm trying to get one of them into gaming. I've always been interested, just never did it. Sometimes when the weather gets bad up here, so in the summertime, I'm not sure that I'll stream as much. We like to be outside in the summer, but in the wintertime, if we're not, snowboarding or something, but we just sit and play games, which is fun. And as I am now older, I don't know that I'm going to be snowboarding as much as I used to. There we go. Here we go. Oh, success. Love that. Love that sound. So I can get away with just one slot up here? Or do I have to do two? I'll do the two, because that's what my case wants me to do. Did you guys get that Wobbly Life game? Oh, for a download? Oh, wowzers, really? Okay. You can change the queue priority if you need to. Okay. I like you. Cool. It sounds so good, yes. Do. Sea of Thieves. Alright, dude. Video card is in. I need to run the power. I have the power. Oh yeah. Video card is in. Power is going to come in. So let's find the best route Well, that probably right here, right? That would make the most sense. Come in down here. Right? Oh my god, don't tell me that my power cables aren't going to be long enough. Gonna have to come in up here. Otherwise, they're just not gonna make it. So my 6er, sorry, my 8er, I always call it 6er needs to go here. And it would be cool if it was long enough, because then I could go like down and over. Is it? Am I sure that that's not gonna be long enough? This is why I'm saying go modular. Go modular. If you're not doing a budget build and you're doing like PC build and you're going for aesthetic, go modular on your power supply so that you can control the length of, I think you can buy bigger cables, longer cables. Right now, this is gonna have to be the look of this machine. Oh, maybe, you know what? There we go. I'll just do that. That's not too bad, right? Do that. Zip tie it in over there. I could maybe come down. Nope, I don't want more. I could maybe get it in that bottom one. Try that. Try going one more down just to see if we can make it look a little bit better. Just a little bit. Oh, just a little bit. A bit better. Alright. We're gonna come through here just to see if we can get it to go. Oh yeah, we'll make it. So that way at least the cable isn't sticking up in the corner over there. Bam. And bam. Alright. We'll do that. Right? So that's that. That is that, and this is this. What am I missing? Case, CPU, RAM, video card. Yes, sir.
It's all, the game's already done.
Oh, it's nice and fast?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice, dude. I'm pumped. Hopefully you're excited about that. Alright. So, let's piece this together and see if she boots. She boots. She boots. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna post this. I think maybe I'll try to plug it into one of the spare monitors. Like by spare monitors, I mean one of my second monitors on my primary machine. I don't have that many monitors going on. Not rich. All right, let's really think about this. I'm going to find a mouse, a keyboard, and an HDMI slot. Oh, you're bored. Sorry, man. I don't mean to be boring. I'm trying to figure out the best way now to
Wingstop with minimum order on Uber Eats. Offer limited time only.
Sorry. I know Mecha G has been dying to play games all day.
See app for terms and availability. Order minimums apply. Percentage off discounts only available for participating stores. See uber.com/uber1 and app for terms and availability.
But this was more about getting his PC up and running. Alright, so I'm going to find a way to get this system kind of set up and see if it boots and stuff. So give me like a 10-minute, 5-minute, I don't know, however many minute I need. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I have a keyboard. Keyboard. There we go. A mouse. Squeak, squeak. Power cable. Oh yeah, I need to hook up that really sweet Wi-Fi it has, but I'm not sure I even really need it. Cool. So and I have an HDMI cable from my other monitor. So let me just pull this up. It's over here. Okay, let me clean this off a little bit. This would be funny. I didn't check to see if there is HDMI card. So the only thing now we need is power cable, which I had, and I hit myself in the feet. What I have right here, man down. Cool. Hey, welcome back. Sorry, I had the stream off for a second. I unhooked my other monitor so that I could hook this up to see if it boots. Now I'm just gonna run some power. Be right back. Hey McFly, hoverboards don't work on the water. Oh, like you got high. In that movie. Probably should have said that. Like that. Alright, let's do this. Oh, she booted! Alright. Oh. Booted for a second. Ah, I'm in the BIOS again. You're not gonna believe it. So this is the best thing here. I can grab this GoPro and show you. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You see my lap? Boom! We're in the BIOS. This is a success. Looking pretty. Mecha G is gonna be up and running. So it's a messy process, but I'm gonna let this go for a second, see how it operates. If you can through this thing. Oh, I don't know who this band is that I'm streaming. I apologize to the music licensing gods. Sorry about that. The previous band was one of my bands, so I wasn't worried about it. Let's see what we got going on for settings here. Yeah, we're up. Up and running. Neat. I think that's gonna do it. I think I'm going to thank you guys for coming along. Gaming is a joke. Thanks for coming back. You came back just in time for the very first boot and post. And we are up. We're running. So now that you have a computer that boots and it posts, you want to do some settings in the BIOS. You know, I'm going to enable the Intel version of their fast RAM memory thing. I forget what it's called, but I will look for my RAM sticks real quick. XMP, called Intel XMP. So the motherboard in the BIOS has an XMP setting that you say enable, and it will like automatically program your memory for you. And we're not doing any overclocking or anything. I can see that it's RAM, I can see it's processor, I can see it's smart fan. So the next thing we do is to install Windows on it, and I had already gone ahead and created a bootable Windows disk. I have not purchased Windows for it yet. I'm going to go do that. I'm actually going to try a few things. So I've always just purchased directly from Windows, but I follow this channel called Builder, and there's a few ways to get less expensive Windows licensing. So I'll let you know how that goes too. But I think for now, I'm going to take a break, probably get some dinner. Then GT, I think Mecha G and I will probably be back on to do some games a little bit later. So if you're on, we'll pop in and say hi, and we'll try to party up. If not, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being around. Thanks for, dude, successful post. You know how good that makes me feel? Makes me feel good. This whole last, what has it been? Almost 4 hours of putting this thing together. It's paid off. It's looking sweet. So when I get Windows installed and stuff, you can change all the RGB settings. Oh, actually, I can do it right now, I think. No, it's not hooked up. Yeah, I hooked up to the ARGB header. So once you get into Windows, you can change all the RGB settings. So I'm pretty pumped about that. On that note, I'm going to end the stream, get some food, and maybe catch you guys later. Thanks for coming along. Enjoy yourselves. Bye now.